Hello everyone, this is Dr. Lee again. Today we will study Introduction to Economics, a very basic concept of economics. It is utility. Utility. Oops. 김선생님, 이거 이 화면만 나오긴 어떻게? 이것만 크게 나오기는 이거 안 나오고? 그건 어쨌든 다 그렇게 보는구나. 다음
이거 바꾸셔야 돼요.
어디를 봐?
이게 이렇게 돼 있지?
어디를 바꾸는 거? 이거 바꾼 거야? 이거? 아닌데?
요거.
이렇게.
예, 요거인데 잠깐 이게 왜 이렇게 돼 있지? 슬라이드 쇼 다시 해서 current. 예, 이제 됐습니다.
이렇게. 그렇죠. 나는 이렇게 볼 수 있지만 화면에 있구나.
예.
오케이. 감사합니다. Okay. Now we are studying today utility. Utility is for since history there are very big point of the scale. We are talking about friends and what is your tall, what is your weight, how much your weight, something like that. So how tall, what is your weight, how long it take time. Everything we have to compare. Knows the distance or something. Every need is scale. Scale means something to measure the kilogram is weight and feet is to length. Something like that. There are many kind of scale to measure the unit. So, but the problem is the upper side, the psychologically scale. We don't have the psychological measurement. So psychological or emotion or something feeling measurement, we don't have it. So most people research for a long time and will make some scale, unified scale for psychological or this is for utility. Utility is something like some scale for measure or satisfy or some compare two things is for utility. Utility is something like the kilogram or centimeter or feet, something like that for measure of the compare. So utility is from the economics, and then somebody likes this this product better than this one, something like that. How can we compare them? At this time, we're using the utility concepts. The first utility definition is I show you in the screen. The term in economics that refers to the total satisfaction or benefit from consuming a good or services. So this is only using, after using, and then I got some benefit or feeling or satisfaction or feel good or something. But how can we calculate and compare it? At this time we're using the utility concept. So that's why I bought it. I will buy some lunch for lunch. I will buy lunch sandwich for lunch, and I will buy hamburger for lunch. How can we compare that? For example, it's each sandwich and hamburger is $10, but actually they are some different between hamburger and sandwich, even if the $10. At this time, we're using the utility. Utility is for very powerful and very useful measurement. So, but the point is that after consuming, and then I feel something. So utility is the one satisfying power of consumer for specific commodity. Sometimes we define for idiots or concerned about the economics. Sometimes commodity or goods or services is a little bit different concept. But mostly we can use the good and services. Is visible or invisible, touchable, untouchable. At this time we're using the good and services. But the commodity means is something very specified products. And then we're using the commodity. A consumer decides the demand for good based on the utility his or her derives from the consumption of the goods. So if I'm using the goods and services, and then how can I feel? Or how can I satisfy them? So in the simple terms, the utility is the satisfaction gained by the consumer after the consumption of specific goods or services. This is for utility. Okay, so in economics, utility is term used to determine the worth or value of a good or services. So it means worth over value. More specifically, I can say the utility is the total satisfaction or benefit derived from consuming a good or services. Economic theory is based on the rational choice. Later, we will study the rational choice. Very interesting concept of economics, rational choices. Okay, if you wake up in the morning and then you decide, right now I wake up, or now I want more sleeping more. And I have some appointment with my friends, and then I have to wake up right now. And or I have no class today. This is late today, so I don't need to wake up right now. Something like that. This rational choice automatically delayed the decision making. Later we will decide study the decision making. So rational choice means if you have some choice status, you are follow or using the rational one. Or suddenly you decide, even if sometimes you think about it, how can I do, which one is better, by take a Uber or by borrow car, rent car or something. Lots of decision making choices. So people's or human beings act by rational or not is to very important concept of economics. So the classic economists, they are subject to all people decide by rational. But now, in the modern economist says it's wrong. Sometimes by rational, sometimes not using the rational style. Later we will study more. Anyway, the utility functions also we think they are economic theory based on the rational choices. Usually assume the consumers will strive to maximize their utility. It means is even if I buy some sandwich or hamburger, the main point or main goal is how to maximize their utility. So the hamburger sandwich is same escape the hungry. But how do this work? It's by book. And by sandwich. This is exactly different materials, commodity materials. So this is for mental knowledge. This is for only escape the hunger. How can we compare this? Or a sandwich or a hamburger is a very similar, but this is absolutely different materials. In this, basic subject to is maximum maximize the utility. How do we maximize function utility? We say this, express this way. So by book, by a sandwich, which is maximized for my utility. This is for economic concept. So now we will know subject 2 because this is the basic concept. So that's why consumer will strive to maximize their utility. That's it. Also based on rational choice. That's it. And then later we will more deeply express that. The economic utility of goods and services is important to understand because it directly influences the demand. The economic utility is directly influence effective for demand. So the price of goods and services. In practice, the consumer's utility is usually impossible to measure or quantify. It's very difficult to compare. Measure. It is impossible. Buy a book, this is for dinners. 1 book, 2 book, 3 books, something. Sandwich is also 1 sandwich, 2 sandwich, or something like that. But the quantify is 1, 2, 3 is measure that. But it's compare that. At this time, we cannot, impossible usually to measure or quantify it. However, some economists believe that they can indirectly estimate what is the utility of economic goods or services by employing various models. There are many kinds of models for measure of utility. So, indirectly estimate utility. Just scale for by books utility and set by sandwich utility can make it by some model of through the functions. This is for economists develop research statement. That's the key word is in utility. In economics, utility refers to usefulness or enjoyment a consumer can get from a service or goods and services. So anyway, consumer get from a service or goods and satisfied. This is utility. Although the concept of utility is abstract, it is a useful way to explain how and why consumers make their decision. I said it's a rational choice. Why you using the why do you buy a food or sandwich? This is different. So it means is the customers decide the decision of how and why. There are some reasons there and how to get something. So later we will study ordinal and cardinal utility. It means is ordinal utility refers to the concept of the one good being more useful and desirable than another. It means is ordinal means is first, second, third, something like that. For example, there are 5 apples. For example, this apple utility only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It means that we are designed the first apple utility. This is second apple utility. Third, fourth, 5. We are subject to number 2 is better than number 1 utility. It means it's more delicious. 3, 4, 5. It means it's fifth apple is the best delicious utility. But the first apple is only 1 utility. It means we can compare first apple between fifth apple is 5 times delicious differences. This is for ordinary utility. So I asked that to students, you have to eat everything, all 5 apples, and then I asked the students, which one do you eat the others? First, number 1, 2, 3, this way. I eat first, and then second, third, fourth, fifth. The other case is style. Or 1, 5, 2, 4, 3, or something like that. It's mixed there. The mixed is there. Anyway, we will subject to X1's type. This is X2's type. X2 guys ate number 5 first, and then number 4, 3, 2, 1, continue. Eat the apples. But X1 guys eat the apples from number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, continues. At this time, just we cannot total utility. We cannot calculate total utility, but just compare X between X1 and X2. So it means X1 guys getting utility is increased. Increase 1 first, increase 1, so increase utility 1, increase utility 1. Because 1, 2, 3, 4 times increase the utility is each status increase to 1 utility. But X2 guys is number 1 minus number utility 1 minus utility 1. It means it's 1, 2, 3, 4 times decrease the utility. So if we sum total utility, for example, 6, 6, 50 total. But X1 guys total 15 utility plus 4 extra increase utility. But X2 guys, total 15 utility, but he ate the 5, 4, 2, 3 reverse case, so minus total 4 unit minus. So finally, we compare X1 and X2 guys total utility. It means if you ate the ate the 5 apples, after that I say this consume the commodities, and then you can get the final decision making is X1 is total 15 plus 4, but X2 is total 15 utility minus 4 utility. It's very different. This is for another measurement for rational choice by utility scales. Okay, this is for very simple style for example, but it's a little bit study more or deeply. It's very difficult functioning. Anyway, I explained a very simple example. So this is style is ordinary utility. Later we will study more. So ordinary utility refers to the concept in the one goods being more useful or desirable than another. But the other hand, the cardinal utility is the idea of measuring economic values through imaginary utility, known as utils. Is cardinal. Cardinal is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ordinal means it's first 5, second, something like that. So these 5 apples is different, even if the same apple. But number 1 apple is utility only 1. It's delicious, a little bit low. But number 5th apple is very delicious apple. So this style is ordinary. But cardinal is I take it 2 apples and 3 apples, something like that. Also the other utilities, later we will 4 kind of utilities. Ordinal, cardinal, total, and marginal utility. Later we will study that. And just we keyword, the marginal utility is the utility gained by consuming the additional unit of the service of goods. It means there are something this one. Added one, this is marginal utility. And total sum 15 is total unit. So later we will study more. So the utility definition in the economics, I say this, derived from concept of usefulness. So economic good is utility to extent which one is useful to satisfying consumers' wants or need. Last time I said it. The various curious thought refers as to how to model economic utility and measure the usefulness of goods or services. And the next concept is how do you measure economic utility? As I showed you the example. So while there is no direct way to measure the utility of the certain good for the individual consumers, no direction, no way there. It is impossible to estimate the utility through indirect observation. So I say this: if I buy the book, if I buy a sandwich, we cannot estimate utility to indirect observation. So, for example, another example, I will show you that there's a consumer is willing to spend $1 for a bottle of water, but not $1.50. Economists can satisfy states that the bottle of water has economic utility somewhere between $1 and $1.50. However, this becomes difficult in practice because of the number of the variables presented in typical consumer choices. This textbook shows to the bottle of water $1 versus $1.15 bottle of waters. Which one is more maximize the utility? So the typically consumer choices, because the $1 and $1.50 is $1 is a little bit cheap, better than $1.50. But the quality or taste, or if I want to buy the bottle of water, go to the far away. But number $1 go to far away, another store. But very near store shop is sell $1.50. At this time, the consumers decides either wants to go far away for $1 bottle of water. So the consumers, even if choice this $1.50 bottle of water is better than $1, even if I take time for 5 working for there. That's why even if the students, even if the consumers choose the typical choice, but there are a number of variables in there. So many reasons in their choice is very difficult. That's why the utility is a little bit very useful measure in economics utility. So I show you the style, what is the economic utility. Even if the consumers using the very rational choice. So in the pictures shows that the total satisfaction a consumer gets. So it means is I'm very thirsty and I want to buy a bottle of water. That's it. And then from using a bottle of water, even if I bought it the $1 bottle of water or $1.50 bottle of water, using that, it means product or services. This is economic utility. So total satisfaction a consumer gets from product or service. This is for economic utility. Anyway, this is very difficult and impossible for estimating utility through the indirect observation. This is for how do you measure economic utility. And there are also 4 types of economic utility. 4 types. Form utility, time utility, place utility, possession utility. And sometimes we add 5 forms of economic utility. There are form, time, place, and possession. But the other now is information era, so the the ability of the good and service to satisfy the consumer needs or wants is another factors. So 5 kinds of economic utility. It means added one more utility is information utility. But the old textbook is only 4 plus information utility. I'm sorry. So let me explain one by one per utility. First, form utility. Form utility is created by the design of the product or service itself. This is form utility. Let me show you the pictures. This is form utility example. carpentries make the furniture by wood. This one. Wood, but the wood is very less utility. But the carpenters make some furniture or cabinet is more utility. This is form utility. So in the economics or business, especially business management area is very important processing. So in the business or management concept is input and output. Last time I talked this one. Input is wood. Output is furniture or cabinet. So input is materials. Output is some goods and services. There are processing in the business management part, very important area this one. There are many kinds of concepts in here. So processing and knowledge and techniques and information and idea, especially patent, etc. Many kind of elements input in here, and then the cabinet made by wood. Wood can be changed cabinet. So many factors input in here. That's why we cannot everything clarify that. So we say this box, black box. We say this processing, the black box. Nobody knows the processing in here. But point is that input and process is to output. The black box input the several kind of factors. That is wood in here. Anyway, and the business and management part is very basic concept for process. And then there are many kind of research area. So last time I talked to productivity. Is output divide input. Wood in here. This is cabinet. This is productivity. So how to we calculate or maximize the productivity? This is another area. And how to input the patient, more ID, information, data, techniques, knowledge, process, everything input in the black box. And then would become a cabinet. This is economics part, say, form utility example. It's easy that, okay? Carpentry makes the cabinet from wood. This is form utility. Also, the bakery. One tier cake, but put the idea. Oh, this is for 3-tier cakes. This is more utility, more good shape and more status, and the decoration is more good. Something like that. So anyway, 3-tier cake is more satisfied than less for 1-tier cake. This is for form utility. Also, the other one is added value. The other example of the form utility is added value. If you buy any kind of product and services, you have to pay includes the tax. The government put the tax in every processing or purchase goods and services. Because if I added or put some idea or some knowledge and materials, and then the value is added that, and the consumer have to pay the tax. This is added value tax system in all of the world country income. This is tax problem. So added value is related tax. That's it. And later we will study this tax, and I'll explain again. So now is the top in here. Top. And B. B here and top here. If I buy the top, just $1. Bean also is $1. And I put it the top, and the bean is half %. So 50 cents. This is also 50 cents. So total $1. But problem is one. Added value. Okay. So I have some idea for join two things, top and B. And I will make some case, input the top and being half and half. This is my idea. And then the Beijing materials only 15 cents and $1, but plus my idea as some trust case. So I can buy this product $1.50. So I can sell this product with top and bean in the market $1.50. This is for another idea for my own money. So added 50 cents is my idea of value. So put in the 50 cents tax. This is government rule. This side is added value. Also, this is not added value. This is added value. The wood is raw materials, but I put in the idea and some workforce and some factories, and then makes a cabinet. All processing we say the added value. So wood become a cabinet. It means added value. That's why we push the tax. The government pushed the tax about $10, 10%. So everything, most of the processing includes the added value, because it's moving. Later we will replace more utility. Moving from here to there, it is also added value. So we charge the tax. But this is not business class, so only economic class. So that's why I just introduced the concept of utility function, utility, the form utility anyway. So you guys know the utility, form utility. I think about the added value and taxation. Is the form utility example. That's it. And second utility is Time utility. Time utility is the idea that the product is accessible to customers whenever they need them. It's the time utility. So it is based off the idea of the supply and the demand, meaning that the company offers time utility is always able to provide consumers with the amount of products they need whenever they need them. I'll show you the pictures, time utility, this one. Okay. So seasonal products. It's also, the seasonal meaning is timing. So warm clothes during summer, but it's no useful in the warm season. But this time past that, and then the warm clothes during winter is very useful utility. This is seasonal products. That's why in the same clothes, but between summer season and winter season is different. This is time utility. And the other example is time-based delivery. The customer needs a dress within 1 week. And delivery within 1 week is more utility because right now I want. But some companies is delivered after 1 week, less utility. It's very familiar your example in your life. So Amazon, Prime, and the next day delivery, and charge for delivery. This is also time-based utility. So even if some customers wants it right now, and it means I eagerly pay to time-based utility, and the company ready for charge extra delivery charging. But the problem is that now I read the reports with the Temu. You guys very much to like the Temu. I also buy some stuffs from here in China. First time I'm confusing that how can they very cheap the Temu products in here. There are two reasons. First reason is the Temu asking for products to direct production in China. Some China area is about 100,000 buildings in there. It means in China have all products in the world, everything. That is tremendous products produced in there. So Temu directors visit the product company and then ask the product design and the volume and color design, everything. And then the China can make it. But 1 or 2 decades ago, the China have no techniques. But in Japanese, especially Korean and Vietnam and United States gave the all technique and the know-how in the China factories. They can make it, but a little bit design or quality is a little bit low. But anyway, now Temu asking for direct product firm or company and exactly amounts and design, and the producers can follow their asking. So Temu is very expensive, very cheap buying the stuffs in China. And second is very important, delivery. That is the largest. can they product from China to in here? It takes at least 2 to 3 days. Also, they charge for post system. You know, the post office in the United States is very long developed history, because it's the United States is very widely open there. So especially Wells Fargo is for starting their Golden State in California, and how to move to gold from China, California to New York. They're using the Wells Fargo some cards. So the Wells Fargo is some representative pictures is some horses take the cards. So for 100 years ago, in the United States, decide is their country level. There are 3 levels: high level, middle level, and low level country. And some stuff coming from out of states coming in the United States, and they delivery charge is different levels. At that time, the China includes the low level country, middle level, high level, and the post office charge for different rate. So still China is very little rate of the transportation fee. So basically, how can Temu is very cheapest product supplied in here? 2 things. One thing is Temu asking directly to farms. The other one is in the United States, give to some benefit for delivery in the United States. The China products derived from the very low level charge system. So now in the parliament in the United States makes a law. China is at least middle level or highest level country, but now is ready for regulation or by law, so it's waiting for that. So the final answer is, if you want to get the stock by Temu stocks, you will buy or not. The others, I don't know that. But problem is the US government wants to change for level of product in China to at least middle level. And then the Temu price a little bit increased there. So basically Temu can sell very cheap in here for 2 reasons. Okay, Temu asking to directly the company, and delivery is for some benefit from United States. This is Temu. So the time-based delivery also shows that the delivery after 1 week is free, but within 1 week you have to charge them, because this is for also added value. So this is an example of time-based deliveries, also time utility. Okay. So this type of utility occurs when a company provides goods and services when customers demand or need them. Right now, they deliver them. The companies analyze how to create and maximize the time utility of their products and adjust their production processing, logistically planning of manufacturing and delivery. for example, this form utility is used the cabinet from the wood. In the seashore, the analysis or something. So the United States imports the wood from the Africa for here, for Long Beach import. And the main market in New York, California is okay. At this time, we think about the time utility, also form utility. Which one is better to locate the factory? Factory in here or in here? Compare that the low would move to in here and then make it the very near market. Or import in here Long Beach and then make it the furniture in here California and then transfer to New York markets. The company compared which locale is more saving time or saving money or something. There are many kinds of reasons in the workforce something, but only one thing is delivery. Think about only one. If we located factory in California very near important import airport area and make the furniture and move to New York area, but New York is very big market, is better, or import the Long Beach to buy wood move there and make it the New York company, very near market. Which is better? This is for another factors using the time and place utility, example there. Also, the time utility is to delivery time or ready to that. Also, it's related for Temu case. This is for related concept in the business management in inventory. You know, compare the Temu versus Amazon. What is different? The main difference. Amazon has some base distribution center, something where here. It means there are very detailed forecasting for products, selling data. As you know, now we have very big data for customer likes or customer characters. So, doctor very likes for theater. Nowadays, I like the better theater. So, my computer and my phone shows that the pop-up is related to the theater because they knows in me. And Dr. Rice, nowadays his concern is theater. There are lots of concern in the shows there in the pop-up advertisement there. So anyway, they knows it my style and my intent and my concern, my interest. So they can put in the products the base camp in the United States, and then if I order there's some products very near to delivery. This is Amazon style. So they knows it, the customer characters, customer wants, customer needs, and then they already putting the products in the base camp area. And then very quickly can deliver it. This is Amazon style. But the Temu is very near, very far the area in the China. So how can they deliver that? So if you have something experience or example, if I buy some products by Temu, or 1 week or 10 days, and the Amazon Prime is only 1 day delivery. What is the difference? How can they do that? This is different style. So if I once buy some clothes right now, you can buy the Amazon. But I have something waiting time, and I'm using the Temu. The quality is different. But only we think about the delivery time is okay. I'm waiting for delivery time, and I can use the Temu. So this thing is related to another story, another concept in the business management part is value management. It's very important concept in that. For example, if you like very much for movie, theater movie, and then there are theater is 10 seats. You know there are 100 seat is 100 guys is shows the movie there, and I like the movie, and 100 guys is different movie ticket, not same. Also, if you want to travel to New York from here to LAX, and then 340 passengers sitting there, and can you ask it? Every guys is different price. Why? What the reason? I bought earlier. Okay, is also reason, and I bought it the airplane ticket Tuesday around 3 p.m. is cheapest one. I know that because every Tuesday afternoon around 2 to 3 they change the policy. So even if they are same airplane, for example, this sign A, B, C, D, E, F chair, and I put in here or in here, even if the same ticket, but it's different ticket price. Why? It's value management. So the early showing or early visit the theater is cheap, but weekend and some after 6 means is after working, and then I want to date with my fiance in the theater, and very expensive. So even if we same sit in the airplane ticket is different value, different price by value management style. Okay, there are many kinds of reason and theory in there, but later in the introduction or management class I will show you that. Anyway, if you think about the utility, time utility and form utility, think about value, added value, and tax. And the interesting area is value management is delivery time. So also we are inventory, something like Amazon style. We are keeping the inventory, and then if customers asking the product right now can deliver it. But the Temu is very cheap, but delivery is very cheap, even if that, but very low level product price. Okay, so it's different approach the market strategy. This is for related time utility. Okay, and what is next? Place utility. Place utility. As you guess that the place is located. A place utility can be obtained through the process of making a good and services more readily available to potential customers. So it means is place. This is for logistics example. So potential customers, it is related the inventory, safe inventory, something like that. So place utility is a term used in logistics and supply chain management to describe the value is added to product or services by making it available in the right location. I show you the pictures. The place utility. Techniques, gadgets. Only physical stores, but the physical and online store. This is place located. Some place offline, but they also can open the online. This is place utility example. Also pharmacy location. In shopping complex, the departments have a lot of people, it's crowded people, lots of the people there in the shopping mall, and then they pharmacy in there is very less utility. And near hospital is more utility. This is place utility example. So in the business part, we say if you want to restaurant, and the restaurant is located crowded area or separate area. And another example, you want to jewelry shop. Jewelry shop is combined area or separate area. Or if you want to furniture business. Furniture business is located together, another competitive furniture company, or separate, I locate another area. Okay, the answer is furniture business is correct, is better. Jewelry shop is also correct. How to bakery? Bakery is separate, no correct. And how about the bookstore? Bookstore is separate, something like that. Restaurant is a little bit together, area is better. So McDonald's, did you see that there are several things, several located in some big crossroad. There are this way, McDonald's, and Carl's Jr. and In-N-Out is they together. That means is customers knows it. If I want to sandwich or hamburger, okay, I go there and then I can choose it McDonald's or Carl's Jr. something like that. This is for combined hamburger shop, hamburger restaurant is better. Furniture is same. But it's a different approach is pharmacy is no need to the shopping center. Only delay the hospital and then I get the prescription and get the buy the pharmacy buy directly. Okay, let's move to place utility. And the possession utility. Last one is possession utility. Possession utility is the value consumer place on purchasing a product and having the freedom to use it. It means is I can purchase place and then using it very freely. This one. Possession utility example. Financing. One-time payment is very less utility because it means is monthly payment one time is very low utility. But EMI option is more utility. What's the meaning of the EMI? EMI means is equated monthly installment. This is EMI option. This is the first time briefly I explained the EMI options. EMI options are a cost effect and tax efficiency way of motivating current employees and enticing new talent. It means is if I hire employees and then many employees we have it and we have to charge for some salary. So EMI options are specifically designed for the trading company for using with a growth potential, very big potential in the trade company. So I intend to help such companies recruit and retain employees because we need manpower for the trading company. So at this time, we have to EMI or using the EMI option and automatically payment for retained employees. So it means is a fixed payment made by borrower to a lender and a specific date. It means is another EMI options example is I lend for some office and then fix it every first day I have to payment. Also I have some employees for trading company and then somebody is 15 days, somebody first day or something like that and then fix it available only 1 day payment. Every first day is a payment day or something like that. So this is for another possession utility example. And also the other example is multi-purpose product. It is the only one use calculator. It's very less utility, low level utility. But many uses, the central control system and then many users contact the same monitor or CPU and then very useful purpose product. This is for possession utility. It means it's shared. Later we will study the share economy. Share economics is something like the possession utility. So share economics is very fashionable and trendy actions in the economics. So share economic means is, for example, just example, share economy. Share economy. Very used share economy is share restaurant, share cook. So I cook only Monday through Friday in the cook, and somebody using only weekend. That's why they share the restaurant in the same place. The share economy, for example. Also, this is for I bought my car, but it's very expensive to that, and my friends and me buy car with same but divide price, and then they using it. Weekday you can use it. You can't me using it. Share economy is also the Airbnb, something like that. Lots of the share economy, the new trend in the economics. This is for possession economic example, and I'll talk to you mostly traditional 4 type of economic utilities: form, time, place, possession. But nowadays they added more information here, information utility, because nowadays, as you know, there's so many data and very high-speed internet service. So utility is also related to information. Information provides consumers with instructions, directions, and user manual. For example, service representatives, Bell, Dell, Linux, or something, and Google This is for information utility. Also, there are many companies using their information utility for advertising in the Google, TikTok, or something. And many consumers read advertisement to determine what products are available, whether, when, and what price. So now you guys write the YouTube, and many advertise there, and 5 seconds. How can you escape that? You charge $10 every month, and then no show to advertise. This is another business there. Consumer with information receive more value from their purchase. This is information utility. So all excellent example of information utility is where wholesaler provides customers with the sales category, features, the various product for sale. This is for product sample and some target market campaign, promotion materials, lots of advertisement using the information utility. Okay. So what is time? Oh my God. Okay. I want to finish the utility today. What's all that there? Okay. Thanks for coming. Today class is one. Okay. Later I keep going the utility, and the utility section is pros and cons for investors. Okay. Thanks for coming. See you.